Okay, so there's going to be this is going to be the third part to the Chronicles of a Non-Christian. I think that's what I called it. Um, I wanted to do this one, try and do this one pretty quickly because I don't really like to talk about it, but maybe I should because I don't really talk about it. Um, it actually just kind of happened. Um, a friend of mine invited me to her church in November, and I said, no, thank you. And she kept asking me, and it got to be like the sixth time that she asked me. And I finally was like, okay, I can't, keep turning her down. So I went, and it was nice. The people there were really nice. They didn't seem to be judging me at all, which I liked because I thought that's what they were going to do. Um, but I don't know, it might have been because they were non denominational. So I don't know, but whatever. So after that, she asked if I wanted to go to church with her more often, and I said, no, I don't feel comfortable in a church when I'm not Christian. So she asked if I wanted to do Bible study, and I told her that I would, but I'm in school, so I can't really spend time on that right now. So a month goes by, and somehow I ended up going to Bible study. It was once a week, and I did this for 4 weeks, but they weren't consecutive 4 weeks. It was 2 weeks back to back, and then a 2 week break, and then 2 weeks back to back. I think that's how it worked. Well, anyways, um, the session started off pretty nice. Um, it didn't seem like she was trying to attack me, and she had a few of her friends try and help me, but I I thought that they were just gonna be like, oh, you need to convert, blah blah blah, but they weren't. They were really nice about it. Well, this last session um, was my last one. Um, Basically, it was just me and my friend. Her friends weren't there anymore. Um, and we were talking, and she was telling me that I had a lot of good questions that I was asking because I was asking a bazillion and 12 questions because I wanted to make sure I understood everything she was saying, and I wanted to make sure that I was going to someone who was knowledgeable about the religion, not just somebody who can quote the Bible. Um, because, if I want to learn something, I want to learn it right, you know? And she answered the questions, and I thought she did a pretty good job in answering. And on this particular day, I asked, um, let me think. I want to quote it, but I probably won't get it completely right. But it was basically asking, if God has a plan, then what's the point of having, you know, people dying every day? Um, why is it that if you're a really good Christian and your country is, basically war torn, you're you're basically starving here on Earth. I don't understand how that is a reward for doing good things. Now, I'm not for rewards. I just didn't understand what she was getting at. So, she told me that I had a lot of good questions, but some of my questions couldn't be answered unless I was a practicing Christian who was baptized. And I thought she was joking, and she was serious, and I was just like, that doesn't even make any sense. Like, and I told her, I said, um, I can see where certain aspects of the religion would require me to be a practicing Christian to understand, because you can't really have that relationship with God unless you're practicing, I guess. And but for that question, I didn't see that. That has nothing to do with anything, I don't think, anyways. So she basically just like blew it off, and then I don't know. After that, it was just like really awkward, and we sat there for like 20 minutes just talking about how certain things didn't make sense in the Bible. And well, I was saying that, and then she would explain, and I would either agree or disagree or be confused. And yeah, and basically she asked me, why was I here? Why did I want to learn about the Bible? When I told her in the beginning that the reason why I wanted to learn is because, I already have these ideas about the Bible, but I know nothing about it. So I wanted to learn about it and decide for myself whether I liked it or not. But she felt that, well, you know, it took her 3 weeks to convert, basically. And since this was my fourth week, she felt that I should have converted by now, and that if I'm not willing to accept Jesus dying on the cross for my sins, then she's wasting her time, and that um, she could be using this time to help somebody who wants to be saved. And I agreed. I told her that, yeah, you're probably right. You should spend time with somebody who, might want to convert. But I felt like she judged me before she really understood what my point of wanting to learn was. And since then, we have not spoken. She has not texted me or called me or wrote to me or anything. And she used to write me, or she used to text me like, not every other day, but like every 3 days. And I saw her um, this past week on the bus, and she didn't even look. She basically looked the other way, so she didn't have to look at me. So I guess that's friendship lost, I guess, which is unfortunate because it was over something stupid, as far as I'm concerned. Um, yeah, and basically she tried to tell me um, that, oh, what was it? It made me so mad. I tried to push it out of my mind because I didn't want to hear her saying that to me. Ah, oh, I'm gonna have to like edit it in because I can't remember it. I can't remember. Well, anyways, yeah, so I don't like to talk about that situation much. I mean, it just happened, but I don't like to talk about it. I feel like, I don't know. She basically told me that I needed to jump into being a Christian in order to understand. And I didn't like that. I told her that, I didn't understand why God wouldn't be understanding that I'm not the type of person to just jump into something just because somebody says, oh, it's good. That, I mean, I know it doesn't work the same way for everyone, but that was my experience, and yeah. So I have not studied I haven't even cracked open the Bible since then. Not that I study the Bible like hardcore or anything. I just look at it and think to myself, this does not make any sense, but maybe I just need a better teacher. So this is the end of my little Chronicles thing because I don't know, I feel like it's kind of revealing. I never really had to think about it like this before. Um, but yeah, the next video is gonna be about um, the book that I just bought at Barnes & Noble. So see you in the next video. Peace out.